Hello, hello. Welcome to another developer stream here at World of Tanks Modern Armor. I am here with Mr. Bam, and we have a special guest today.
Hello, I'm Nick.
Our lead systems designer, Nick. Thank you for joining us today, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And you're no stranger to our community here, I know. It's been years since we've last had you on stream, man. If you don't mind me asking, can you describe a little bit of what sort of work you do on World of Tanks Modern Armor? I have no idea what you do for us on our team and on the design team. Tell us what it is you do.
Yeah, sure. That's a little insulting, but whatever. So a lead system designer like myself, I come up with ideas for the game and I trick other people into doing them for me, to doing the work. And then if the players end up liking it, I will take the credit. And if the players don't like it, I will say that it was someone else's fault.
Becomes my fault.
Yeah. And this is where the magic happens, right here.
What is this?
I'm sorry? What is what?
You had nothing. Fantastic portrait back there.
You want to pretend like you don't know what that is? You want to pretend like you didn't send every designer on the design team a hand-painted portrait of yourself, along with a vaguely threatening note saying that we would be fired if we didn't hang it up in our house in a place of, and I quote, reverence and spiritual importance. It's weird, well, man.
You got me on the spot here. Well played, sir.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
But no, if you want a serious answer about what does a lead designer do, so the game is made up of features, and systems are a collection of features, and making sure all the features work together. So some of the systems I've worked on in the past include the commander system, when we did that big redo to make them like cooler and more powerful and have the skills actually matter. And then when we did the multi-turret and the multi-weapon features, I did those as well, or I participated in those. I'll say I don't want to take full credit. And then I've been the last several months I've been working on a feature that I can't talk about for another couple minutes, actually.
Which is, yeah, for everyone tuning in here, it's not often do we bring on some guests here, and you guys might all be wondering and thinking, hey, we're coming down to the end of our Flames of War season, and we have our systems designer on here. There might be some... there might be a good reason to stick around because there might be some awesome content to showcase today. All right, Nick, so happy to have you on here.
Are you?
I'm also sorry. I am. I'm also sorry to say this might be. I think the community already loves you, and you might be more of a frequent guest coming on stream more often.
We'll see what the judge says.
All right. So before we dip into next week's offerings, I know everyone is very interested to know what does the next season bring. We got to talk about a little bit about what came out this week and our final weekend here of the Flames of War season. Just this past Tuesday, we had the re-release of our Jolly Roger Commander with the Talk Like a Pirate Day, which was on Tuesday. And we've updated Jolly Roger to now include voiceover, which is very fantastic. And I think we shared this last stream. I think we may have the audio files, Tankz0rz, if we want to share that to the players one more time.
Sure thing. Let's take a listen. Here we go. Starting off with their first line.
Ready the cannons. Time to show 'em our mettle. Avast me hearties. I've got a bone to pick with this lot.
Well, I think it sounds great.
Sea, land, we'll fight ye everywhere, ya blackguards.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, and worth mentioning, the audio itself yes, is new to the Commander. If you guys already own the 3D Commander, this is a free edition that has been tacked on to Jolly Roger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Now, also just worth a credit, the VO actor that we went with for Jolly Roger is none other than Mark Grayui, who has done a lot of other VO work on many other popular video games and movies. As a matter of fact, he is also the VO actor for the Disney Park theme ride, Pirates of the Caribbean, a very fitting VO to add into our repertoire for our commanders. On the topic of our Jolly Roger Commander, we do have 3 giveaways for the 3D Commander. Let's put that giveaway link into the chat now, and we will announce our 3 winners who will be receiving Jolly Roger 3D Commander. Let's see, did we send the link yet?
One second, I'm having chat difficulty here.
Gotta refresh the chat. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Thank you, KB.
KB's got it. So we'll let that, fill out your information on the link. We'll announce the winners very shortly. Along with the Jolly Roger edition this week, we have various other 2D commanders in store bundles. Not going to go through all of them here, unless, Nick, you might see one here that you'd like to kind of to shout out personally. But we got Black Bart, William the Kid, Blackbeard. We got a parrot for crying out loud. Calico Jack, a 2D version of Jolly Roger, and Davy Jones, and various others.
I just remember when I was trying to name the pirate bird, every name I would come up with like someone already used that. Like I was like, oh, Red Feather. That's hilarious because it's not like Red Beard. It's like, oh, he's got feathers. And that, like that was taken by someone. It's very difficult to name a pirate bird.
Just parrot is what we landed on, right?
Is it? Oh, I hope not.
Listen,
there is a parrot. I don't recall the name off the top of my head.
Just bird.
It's just a bird.
It's a bird.
And we did receive a community-related question about the 2D version of Jolly Roger and whether or not that commander is getting VO. Unfortunately, it didn't. We only implemented the VO for the 3D commander, but maybe for Talk Like a Pirate Day next year, we will revisit that. But also inbound, it's already live. We also have other pirate-related op challenges. For Talk Like a Pirate, earn 35,000 silver in multiplayer matches only, and you can earn yourself a Talk Like a Pirate Day medal. And any subsequent completions of that challenge op will earn you a random drop of pirate-themed emblems and inscriptions. And we also have our very string theory-like challenge running right now, the Hadron Collider, except this is all about dealing damage. Where you deal damage equivalent to just a portion of your health. This will scale with each battle to earn even more XP as you move up in every given battle. This is a 4-stage quest, a challenge op. Hadron Collider 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can get yourself upwards if you deal 2 times the amount of your health or more damage in a battle, you can get 2 times the amount of experience. And that is live now. And then last week, we announced during our stream itself, we ran a live poll for you, the players, to vote on what would the name of the community map become. And during the course of the stream, you guys put into the poll itself, and we announced it at the end of our stream that yes, the community map final name will be Azure Coast. And that map will be coming out later, early next year is the current plan. The map is over to the art side. We are done on the design, implementation, and layout of the map itself. Thank you for everybody who had a chance to check out the map over the course of the last few seasons. while we had it available in custom games. So now it is going through its art final pass and polish before it goes into final release. And thank you again for everyone that voted. And then one last reminder here. Yes, this is the final weekend for the Flames of War season. If you guys have not yet claimed your level 100 reward, you still have time to grind a little bit more through the weekend up until Tuesday's morning restart. So just a quick reminder on that. And beyond that, long live Dave Landia. Listen, Dave, I know. We knew it was very funny. We love you, man, but Dave Landia did not make it into the poll.
Leave it to our players to vote on a good name for a map instead of like a meme name like Nappy McMapface, Dave Landia.
Just warped. I'm only level 97. Yikes. You got time. There, just this weekend. You got this weekend to wrap up the Flames of War season. All right. Before we move on and talk about what's coming next, Tankz0rz, do we have our winners for the Jolly Roger 3D Commanders? Who is our 3 lucky winners today?
Our lucky winners. Listen, give me a minute, and we'll circle back around and grab our winners here.
Circle back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I caught you off guard a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah, I was fixing something on the side here.
He was playing Candy Crush.
I was playing a different game. You got me.
I see the Steam notification popping up on my desktop.
You see it off my glasses here.
Tankz0rz, the master of multitasking.
Actually, should be ready here in a second here.
We are downloading the winners now. You're just going to keep up that image background the whole stream, aren't you, Nick?
This is my actual room. This isn't a bit. This is my actual. Yeah. I'm happy I hung that where I did. I didn't realize it'd be so cropped off.
So we have our winners here. We were able to get me enough time for me to.
We bought you some time.
Yeah, get us our winners here.
Tankz0rz, Sinster asks that you get his gamer tag correctly this time.
Oh, okay. We'll try our best here. One second. Making sure we're getting the name correct this time. Our 3 lucky winners here are Fried Mad Dog. Congratulations.
Mad Dog.
Ramin 2100. Congratulations, Ramin. And DBL Wide Surprise. Congratulations, DBL Wide Surprise. Those are our 3 lucky winners for our Jolly Roger 3D Commander.
Now with new VO.
Mm-hmm.
I played with the new VO. It's actually really, really cool. And I'm not saying that just because they're paying me to say that. I actually believe it. I think my favorite VOs so far, they're all so good, but my favorite VOs so far have been definitely the Pirate. The Warhammer VOs were really killer. What was it? Vic and Eddie were pretty great.
Vic and Eddie.
And a fun
Eddie
fact,
was a lot of grunts.
One of our commanders is actually voiced by someone who used to be in HR at our company. Won't name names, but just a fun fact.
Oh, yes. I had to think about that.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, Decamp FTW. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger as well.
Yes. Oh, he's so good. Yeah.
Our big holiday celeb commanders. Shout out Goliath Games. Hi there. I see you in chat. All right, then. Tankz0rz, are we ready? Nick, are you guys, are we ready?
For what?
Are we ready?
What are you going to do now? Not another painting, please.
Another painting. Let's roll the clip. we
The clip.
Tankz0rz the clip. The
Oh, the clip.
Wargaming presents a double feature: Mercenaries, Monsters, and Mayhem. Our first feature: battle is brutal on every soldier. But one breed stands out from the rest. They are Soldiers of Fortune. Soldiers of Fortune. And our next feature: mysterious creatures lurk in the battlefields. Things beyond the world we know. And things that can't be stopped. Coming this fall, tanks with supernatural powers. Monsters from beyond our realm. Mayhem. Mayhem everywhere. Halloween returns in Aliens versus Mummies. Are you ready?
Wait, that was the clip you wanted me to play, right?
No, that wasn't the one. But now we're going to have to go with that season anyway, because now all the cat's out of the bag. We had a completely different season in mind, but...
So, well, since this one's here and it looks amazing, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about it?
Let's just go, and yeah, we're going forward with the Soldiers of Fortune season. Yes, everybody, welcome. This coming Tuesday, our brand new season, Soldiers of Fortune, is inbound. Lots of awesome things. Yes, Steven seems like he might be a fan favorite already. Nick, I think you were responsible for naming our new Halloween 3D commander, yes?
I was, yes. Steven with quotes.
He's going to be a hero amongst the players. But yes, you guys saw probably a lot of content, new tanks, new features, Halloween mode coming. Yes, we will talk about most of this today. Before we get into that, let's talk about the season pass offerings as per usual. As shown in the trailer, let's first talk about the free season pass. The Tier 8 Swedish Heavy is making a comeback. The Email 1951, this will be the level 100 reward. Again, this is for the free season pass. The 2000 Gold Season Pass, this one includes at the level 25 stage, the Tier 6 Czech Medium, the Skoda T40, and the level 75 stage, the Tier 8 Chinese Light Tank, the M41D Bulldog. And lastly, as part of this 2,000 gold season pass, the level 100 reward, our brand new Cold War mercenary tank with a brand new look, a good unique look, the Bandit, one of the hardest hitting medium tanks in Era 2, thanks to its 125 millimeter main gun. Excellent mobility for navigating the battlefield to take up important firing positions, and turret armor that provides reliable protection thanks to its composite spaced armor. Your whole armor is lightweight and easily penetrated, so just a quick note to keep that in mind. Yes, players have been asking for a while, when are we doing more mercenary tanks? When are we bringing them into Cold War? The Bandit will be our first mercenary Cold War tank coming with the Soldiers of Fortune season. Last but not least, our Ultimate Season Pass for the 6,000 gold. We have another mercenary tank up here, the Ruthless, a tier 10 tank destroyer, a combination of mobility, armor, and firepower, allows the Ruthless to excel as a mid-range support vehicle. Equipped with a large 183 millimeter cannon, connecting a shot will cause major damage to any given enemy tank. Make sure to keep the enemies in front of you, use that devastating gun, and try to keep a distance. Don't get too close to your enemies, as you do have limited turret traverse that makes you easily susceptible to being flanked. Use peek-a-boom-like tactics to be more successful with this tank, and stay in cover to keep yourself protected while you reload for your next shot. And lastly, also part of the Ultimate Season Pass, as you have seen in the trailer, the return of our 3D commander, Phantom of Falloon, one of my personal favorite commanders that I sign her around to many of my Cold War era tanks, and she is making a return again as part of the Ultimate Season Pass. And that's what we have for our Season Pass offerings for the Soldiers of Fortune. As we always do at the start of every new season debut, let's kick this off with another giveaway. We're going to do 3 Ultimate Season Pass giveaways here. Let's put the link in the chat, and we will announce our winners toward the end of today's stream.
Yep. If you already answered, you don't need to answer again, as we already have your details. If you just joined us, go ahead and enter in that link and give us your Wargaming ID. Mr. Bam, I like your peek-a-boom strategy there. Gave me a little chuckle.
Not often do I get to use that in describing tank tactics. Sometimes it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about all the upcoming, not all the upcoming. We tease some of it, but some of the big ones that are coming on release on Tuesday. Garage customization. This was a big one, and one in the works for a very long time. And this is the reason we have Nick here with us on stream today, our lead system designer who helped helm this feature and bring it to realization into the game. And we have a beautiful demonstration to show today. Nick, I want to hand off the mic and spotlight to you. This is your segment. And also, I want to make a call out to our players. I know we usually do our Q&A segments toward the end, and we still will have our Q&A. While we have Nick, our systems designer, here showing off the garage customization, if you guys have some questions, I will do my best to try to keep an eye out in the chat, and I can relay those over to Nick himself if you can talk and elaborate on certain things. This is such a brand new feature to our game, new to World of Tanks, that I'm sure there's a lot of questions that are circulating around your head. KB, I'll also give you a shout out if you can aid in any sort of questions that might pop up if I miss them. Yeah. That might be something great to cover on stream.
Thank you.
In any case, I'll shut up here.
So I am illiterate, so it will help if you can read those for me.
I got your back, man.
Thank you. All right.
You ready?
So we're going to talk about garage customization?
Mm-hmm. I'm swapping over to you now.
We are on garage customization.
Okay. You let me know oh, there. I see it. Okay. Hey, everyone. So you saw in the trailer just a few moments ago that we have a new garage in 8.4, and she's a beaut. But I think if we're being honest with ourselves, she's also a little sparse here, isn't she? So we can do something about that. You and I in 8.4, that's the version number coming up on Tuesday. what we're going to do is we're going to hit that shiny customize garage button at the bottom of the screen and pop on into garage customization mode. This is an editing mode that we've added just for this. And you see you've got your little cursor there. You can go around. You can really explore the space for the first time ever. You can explore your garage. So much space for activities. And what we're going to be doing is, let's say we find an area that we want to put some stuff down in. We want to kind of fill it in a little bit. Well, we're going to do that with what we call garage gear. And here I have an inventory of garage gear, and you all will have an inventory of garage gear as well when the feature goes live on Tuesday. And garage gear takes on all sorts of shapes and sizes and forms. We have supplies of various types. We have machinery and workshop stuff. We have vehicles. We also have tank parts, as well as some pretty important tank parts like the engine. We even have tanks themselves, maybe in a state of disrepair or a state of repair. They're being serviced. So, let's put a little scene here together. We're going to start off with the T-34-85, a tank that is near and dear to my heart. We'll put him over here, and he's having some work done. Some stuff's being taken out his butt there. So let's give our mechanics a ladder to get access. And what else do we need? We need a Jeep, of course, ready to roll out as soon as that guy moves his dumb old truck. And maybe a dude working on some engine parts over here, an engine on a roller, some shells, a rusted barrel. Oop. What else? What else? A motorcycle. And you can see without too much time or effort, in fact, you could argue very little effort on my part, I am developing a pretty cool little vignette, a little scene that's taking place here. And that's kind of the crux of the feature, is just making you guys have the ability and the tools to put together a very cool scene of your own and really make the space your own. This is your garage. It's for the last 10 years that the game has been around, coming up on 10 years. The garage has always been what we say it is. And now it's your opportunity to make it what you say it is. This is the stage upon which your tanks are displayed. And so this is your opportunity to make it your own. Speaking of displaying tanks, though, I do want to show off one particular piece of gear. It's, I think, my favorite one that we've done so far. It's the tank showcase gear. And when you take a tank showcase into your garage, what happens is you get to pick any of the tanks that you own, any at all that you own, and you get to pick it, and you get to put it right into your environment, right there into your garage, and you can move it around, and you can rotate it, put it down, and that's going to look real nice. What's cool is that these tanks are literally your tanks. These aren't like a default version of the tank or anything like that. Any camos you've applied to it, inscriptions, emblems, custom flags, perhaps any MOEs you've earned, they all show up because these are your tanks. This is your chance to show off to your friends and raid your enemies, that sort of thing. We'll put down another one. Let's put down the Skoda. Yeah, I got a flag on that one. Yeah, so pretty cool, right? I beg the question.
But there were some questions coming up, like, hey, it's great that you can put down some of these regular tank gear, but like they were asking about the collection, and yes, you just confirmed for them their own personal tanks that they've earned or purchased, unlocked, can in fact be placed in the garage.
That's right.
It's definitely amazing how we started here with an empty, garage, and now, with a click of a couple buttons, you've told a little story and filled it up with awesome gear, so it's no longer barren.
Yeah, exactly. This is a fragment. I'm showing not everything, certainly. There's we're going to launch with dozens and dozens of these these pieces of garage gear. And we have a whole slate of gear to release in fairly rapid succession. So as this feature goes on, as the season come and go, you're just going to see more and more and more cool things developed and added, neat stories you can tell, new ways to kind of celebrate your achievements and your accomplishments in the game. Perhaps you even put a nuke into your garage. Let's put it over here. Real.
Just tuck that into the corner.
We want to be safe, right? We want to be safe. So let's put a there. There we go. Protected.
You gated off. There you go.
Yeah. No one can get to it now.
Desert Rat 57 asks, is that picture of Bam going to be on the wall?
Oh,
are we getting that as a garage gear?
Oh, I think that would be wonderful.
Now we're asking the real questions here.
There was another question. Hold on, where did it go? I want to make sure I call out the user. Fred Lil is asking Cold War Tanks 2. Yes, like you will be allowed to place World War II and Cold War tanks in the same garage, correct?
Totally. Yes, I think both my examples were World War II, right? So let's put a bandit in there. Yep, there he is. Yeah.
I like that the tanks, like the treads, actually roll around too, because they still have physics applied, and it's kind of, it's getting the friction off the floor. So they do. It almost seems like you kind of drive them around your own garage.
Yeah, I mean, these literally are the tank models that load in your tank reel. These are literally the ones that load in the actual game itself. So they have all the properties and behaviors of actual tanks. In fact, if I collide two of them here, yeah, they'll start sparking.
Tink. Another question. Decamp FTW, Cold War wasn't selectable in the filter. Can you bring up the tank showcase filter one more time? Because we do actually include that in the UI. I think it's a little bit further down now.
Yeah, I thought I could sneak a bug past you guys, but apparently you spotted it. But it's not bug at all. It's right down there.
Aha!
Yeah, so all the filters are in here. You can pick and choose. Obviously, for demonstration purposes here, I have like 8 or 9 tanks, but you probably, as a good World of Tanks Modern Armor player, have hundreds of tanks. And so, yes, you can use your filters and you can find your Cold War and your World War II, and you can narrow it down.
Yep. Grouch XX was asking, is this a single player garage or also available for the platoon? And to answer that question, this is in fact just your personal garage. The platoon garage, which actually we teased that the backdrop of this garage was teased in the Flames of War season. When you do go to your platoon screen as you see it currently, will still be the same platoon garage you see in the next season.
That's right, yeah.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the points system and the bar that we see at the bottom of the screen?
Right, yeah. So there's every prop takes up a certain number of points. You have 1,000 points to start, and the tanks kind of are hungry boys. They use up a lot of points, but your run-of-the-mill props are using like 10, 20 points. So you can actually place quite a bit into your garage. And the reason for this, just to be, transparent, is, obviously this is a video game with finite resources, and to make sure that you don't create a garage for yourself that will destroy your hardware, or burn a hole in your CPU. We do have to kind of put a cap on there about how many things you can place in your garage.
And also being mindful of the load times. The more props, if we hit over a certain threshold, we don't want to burden players when the first time they load into the garage from booting up the game or returning from a battle. That could potentially increase the load time. So we had to put a cap on that, so we still deliver a nice, smooth, streamlined experience.
Yeah, but we'll keep an eye on the performance of this as this feature goes live out to you all. And if things are looking really good, really smooth and everything, then maybe we'll adjust the point values here and there, and there'll be a work in progress, you know?
Yeah, this is a feature. This is the first release and debut of this, but Nick has a lot of work coming to him in the future. A lot of plans to expand and surprise. By the way,
no.
We do plan much more support for this feature into the future, but for now, we are just more than happy to show this to you guys, and we are really looking forward to see what do you, the players, come up with. What kind of garages will you make for us?
Yeah, talking about the future, like I said, we have we're launching with, I said dozens. I think we have dozens and dozens of pieces of gear we're launching with. But we have some more right around the corner. I'll point out the fact that, that autumnal crisp air is starting to creep into the wind, isn't it? And the seasons are changing. So we would be remiss not to have some seasonal sort of props, right?
Ooh,
so
are we teasing something?
It'd be weird if I was talking like this and I wasn't teasing something. That'd be pretty strange. What's the deal with that guy? Yeah, maybe we're teasing something. Maybe we're teasing a little something. Just teasing a little something.
Very nice. It's just your everyday garage gear skeleton. Nothing out of the ordinary there.
Nothing at all.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tankz0rz.
I said awesome. Everything looks amazing. I love it.
I guess I didn't talk about the rarities. You want me to go into the rarities of it all, or?
Please do. Yeah,
Okay,
touch
cool.
on the rarity system a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. So you might have noticed that as I hover over these pieces of gear, that there's an info box in the lower right of your screen. It tells you a little bit about that gear. And it also has a tag there, right? So these ones say uncommon, and these say rare, and then other ones still might say just common. And so every piece of gear has a rarity associated with it. The way you're going to be getting gear is, well, again, we're going to be giving you a bunch when you turn the game on, but you're going to be getting these from events, from promotions. Certainly, we'll probably do bundles and stuff eventually, but they will have intrinsic rarities associated with them, and obviously, like the cooler and more involved pieces of gear are going to be more rare. And it's just going to be a fun thing for you to collect. I'm not saying any specific plans that we have, but you could imagine that we run an event, and if you're the top player, you get some really cool piece of gear, that sort of thing. So I hope you look forward to that. I think there's a lot of joy to be found in the collection and unlocking of things like that. So I hope you have fun.
Okay. And I know a lot of players are asking about the store tab and, the pricing model of a lot of the garage gear.
Yeah. How much you got?
Yeah. How much you willing to shell out for some rusty barrels?
Hopefully not a lot. You want me to look at that or no?
Yeah, we can take a quick look at it.
Okay, I mean, it's not a big secret. I just wasn't sure if it wasn't part of the original plan. So yeah, so it looks like low silver, low gold generally is what we're looking at here.
Yeah. Yeah, so as Nick was pointing out, like we have a rarity system. So for a lot of our gears, some things will be priced for gold, a lot of other elements for various prices in silver. And then, of course, these garage gears will be set up for various quest rewards, season rewards, challenges into the future. Various ways that you guys can acquire this gear and add it to your own custom garage.
Yeah, the store is really like, the purpose of this is like you're trying to build out like a gate or something, right? And you need 10 gates. Then you can just go to the store and buy like 10 gates for like 1,000 silver or something, or 100,000 silver or something like that. The store is where you would go for stuff like that. I would definitely encourage you to try to do like the quests and things that are giving gear.
Absolutely. And then it should go without saying, a huge thanks and shout out to our super testers who had an early look at this feature as well. There is a super tester out there. We don't name names, of course, who actually is a mechanic that worked in a tank warehouse with experience on the AMX. And they provided some good feedback on some of the gear and the layout of the garage, in which, we took into account when delivering this feature.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, all you super testers. Feedback was amazing. Quite a few things you suggested are actually things that we're already working on, and some of the other things you suggested we've added to the pile. So really, really good feedback, and we really appreciate you guys taking a look at that.
For sure. And I guess a couple more things I just want to point out on this feature at large. It is purely a cosmetic feature. Putting anything in your garage, this doesn't lead into any sort of gameplay advantages or buffs or earn changes. This is all about your personal garage space, the way that you want to enter the game and just feel like this is your space that you decorated yourself. But on the same note, if this is not your jam, if you don't want to engage with placing down garage gear and setting up a whole layout that you like, but you also don't want to be sitting in an empty garage, we still have our garage swap feature. You can still choose to go back to our old outdoor gantry garage or the indoor warehouse garage that you guys already have currently. So that will still exist.
But why would you ever do that? Why would you hurt me in that way?
Well, yes, I think when Soldiers of Fortune launches on Tuesday, all players will be defaulted to the custom garage.
But you can always switch back if it's not your jam, but please do try it out. I think you might have fun with it. One last piece that's missing here, right? Pretty nice looking garage. One thing that's missing, we need our commander, right? So let's go into our tank and let's apply a commander. Assign a commander. Which commander should we put on here?
Oh, oh, you're sneaky. You are sneaky.
I think I'll put this commander on. Seems like the better of the two, don't you think?
I can't complain. That's a rather handsome commander. For what it's worth, I was not aware he was going to do that. That's amazing. And there's our Phantom of Falloon 3D commander. Nick, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a long time coming, and we're happy to see that the garage customization is finally coming out. And you, the player base, again, I want to stress this. We would love to see your designs and your layouts. Share us your showcase of a custom garage. And maybe in the future on streams, we find some ways, Tankz0rz, you and I need to sync up on this, ways that we can grab like screenshots from the players to show off their garage designs.
Yeah, I'm sure we could work something out with our community team, right, where we could do some sharing of these garages in our Discord or social media channels. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you guys create in the future.
Fantastic. But that is not all. We have a few other items to cover for the Soldiers of Fortune. More content and features coming. We're going into our Wave 3 final wave of the Cold War medals. More medals are coming to Cold War mode. I think we have an asset to showcase some of the medals that are on their way on Tuesday. We have the United Hearts. This is a group award medal. This requires each platoon member to play in a battle in a different vehicle of the different factions from each of the different affiliations and survive. And then all platoon members will receive the reward. The Long Blast Range medal. This is an ATGM medal. Destroy an enemy with a missile that is at least 600 meters away from you. We do have various stage award medals for destroying any set number of tanks of the given affiliation. And then we actually have a new medal that will be unlockable for both Cold War and World War II. This is the Underdog medal. Destroy a heavy enemy tank with a light tank by ramming into it. So you guys can look forward to that on Tuesday as well. And there we have them up on stream. Not last but not least, key cards. We are changing key cards. They are returning. This goes a shout out to our long-term fans. Who remembers war chests in the game? We are going through a rebranding, and key cards are going to become war chests once again. But don't worry, if you are sitting on a collection of key cards yourself, you are not going to lose them. They will be automatically rebranded as war chests with the launch of the Soldiers of Fortune season. So if you have any, well, if you have or you decide to purchase any future, what is now known as the confidential key cards become the private war chests. Classified will become the sergeant war chests, and top secret key cards will become the general war chests. And in addition to this new change, we are also introducing a free daily war chest. This can be redeemed once per day from the war chest category in the store tab. This can include rewards ranging from various boosters, consumables, silver, free XP, etc. Just to note, this is our first version of the free daily war chests, and we are very eager to hear feedback from you, the players. How do you like it? The reward dolouts. We will take into account feedback and consider potential changes to our war chests in the future. Up next, maps. I saw a lot of players call it. Yes, Fjords. The summer map is making its return to World of Tanks Modern Armor, and this will be available from Tiers 3 and up in World War II and all eras in Cold War. Fjords will have an increased frequency in map rotation at launch. We'll probably keep that in the live ecosystem for maybe a week or so. In addition, we have another map making a return to World War II. Here we have Fjords up on screen now, all art and updated. But in addition to Fjords, we have, if you guys recall, Hellfire Pass. This was a map that did come out about a year ago, both in World War II and Cold War, eventually going over the data, the match duration, the balance, and taking in user feedback. The map was simply too large. It's a 1.5 kilometer squared map, simply too large to keep in the World War II ecosystem, and we had to pull it and maintain it as only a Cold War map. Happy to say on Tuesday, Hellfire Pass will be making a return to World War II. Our level design team has reduced in the borders and created a subset of the area that will now be playable for tiers 5 and up in World War II. So that will be in rotation starting on Tuesday. And worth noting, because I did see it. Oh.
Hellfire Pass. Hellfire Pass. HALF.
It's like half the size of the other.
Right.
Yeah,
I suggested that, and no one laughed at all. But that was like at me. That wasn't really at the joke. It's more directed at me.
I see a few comments in the chat. No, this is not going to be the Scorpion Pass version. Reason being, we knew we had to develop and design the layout of this different. The original Scorpion Pass was also not well loved. This is going back with community feedback when that map was in rotation, 3 years ago. It also had a lot of balance issues. So we had to take a different approach, and now the borders are outlining more of the east side of Hellfire Pass, that rather than what it did more in the center to the west side of Scorpion Pass. And I think we even had different versions of Scorpion Pass way back in the past. But this new version of Hellfire Pass Small will just be a subset, more focus on the east side. And lastly, I know we're coming a little bit to a wrap here. We did get our first look, though, in Soldiers of Fortune. Halloween is right around the corner. And yes, our famous Monster Mash event mode, one of the most fun event modes that we host once a year, is making a return. You saw it in the trailer. We have more tanks, more commanders, Steven, a fan favorite that seems already, and a brand new Halloween map, Hell's Highway, which you could probably take a guess which standard map Hell's Highway might be based on, maybe. We will share more details on the Halloween content and the event mode itself in a later stream. And that's what we have coming for you guys. All of our updates and features that we can share today for the Soldiers of Fortune debut on Tuesday.
Awesome, awesome.
All right.
Definitely very exciting stuff.
What's that?
So definitely all very exciting stuff overall.
Very exciting content coming.
Mm-hmm.
And just around the corner. All right. We are running out of time here. We are going to do what we do best, is butchering names during our shout-outs segment here. And this is going to be a bit of something I got to train my brain a little bit. We are still going to be giving out confidential key cards to all the users that we are shouting out today. These will be getting added to your account because we still have key cards as part of the Flames of War season. Those key cards will roll into becoming war chests on Tuesday. So, without further ado, here are our user shout-outs today that will be receiving confidential key cards for their amazing feats. We'll kind of, Nick, do you want to switch from tank to tank? I'll cover the first one and you'll cover the second tank. We'll just kind of go through the names here.
Sure, that doesn't sound convoluted or crazy or anything like that. Let's do it.
Not crazy at all. I'll kick us off. In the Spirit of War, dealing max kills, we have Luke's ZH. Dealing the max damage in the Spirit of War, we have W3143. With max combined damage, we have Giddy Up Gangsta. And dealing having the most max blocked damage, we have Big Boy Banana. Congratulations to you guys.
In the Primo Victoria, we have our max kills are Evil Canadian 17 and Kapulak. Our max damage is Drucka 1. Our max combined damage is Happy Tankz0rz. Our max block damage is Oh No Shezzy. Our max XP is Soul Serbian.
All right, up next in the Peace Cells, max kills dealt by Louis 14 and Fur Rosalind. Max combined damage, Super Delicio 843. Max blocked damage, we have Ionic Prize 41. And max XP earned in a match by Yellow Unky 460. And again, that was all achieved in the Peace Cells.
Now in the Soldier On, our max kills are Engelstein 3105. Our max damage is Mainhawk 7. Our max combined damage is Eve 1192. Our max blocked damage is Evil Ernst. And our max XP is I Gambit I.
All right, we're almost wrapped up here. In the Senjutsu, max kills achieved by Scorpion 096. Max damage, Beans STE 852R. Max combined damage by Illskill Nachili. Max block damage by, oh boy, okay, here we go. Loco Jad. A lot of L's, Jad. And max XP, Petty 360, one of our CCs. I see him here in the chat. Congratulations. Completed in the Senjutsu.
And in the Amalad, our max kills are jetted. Our max combined damage is the Curtis John Doe. Our max blocked damage is Jazzy Lino 9 or Jazzy Lino 9.
All right. And last but not least, let's give a shout out to our players of amazing battle feats hitting the threshold of more than 100,000 battles. We got quite a few names to call out here. Starting off at the 100,000th battle threshold, we have Fallible Kitty 46, Cementar 7844, Crazy Killer Car, Siaraku U, and Optimus 344. Congratulations to all of you, 100,000th battles. At 110K battles, we have Scrappy Prawn 247, Storm Rider 45, Diablo Tom 66. Up next, 120K battles, we have Knee 860 Key, Brave Crayfish 25, and Fordell 51. We're not done yet. 140K. We have Harmless XV. At 150K, Eating Cheese 571, and the user who crested the astounding 210,000 battles earlier, Elm 94631. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. That's, you know what we say around here. That's a lot of battles.
That's a lot of battles.
That is a lot of battle. That's too many battles.
That's a lot of battles.
That's too many battles, says Nick.
Congratulations, everyone. I believe we still have a giveaway here to announce, don't we, Mr. Bam?
Before we do the giveaway, can we do, I know we ran out of time for Q&As. We covered a few questions that came up in chat during the garage customization demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
We will save a lot of the questions that we had lined up probably for next week. But Tankz0rz, we started this last week. Can we showcase, one user asked a question asking the dev team, the live ops team, publishing team, what are some of our favorite tanks? And we did do a poll and surveyed us internally. Can we showcase that image on screen and give a list of some of the tanks that are our personal favorites?
Righty-o. Righty-o.
Right-o.
Here we go. Thank you for reminding me about that.
No worries. We'll try to do this out on a per tier basis each stream, because we are slowly trying to answer that user's question.
Hope you guys like lists.
Force? Can you guys, let's see, I can't remember what yours was, Tankz0rz. Were you the Cobra T-54?
I don't believe so, no.
Maybe that was KB's. Max Chaos is in there. I think Mr. SPG got his in too.
Why isn't the TOG on this list?
That's your personal favorite, isn't that? Oh, well, that's a tier 6.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
These are tier 9s.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Take a wild guess. Which one might be my tier 9 favorite? It's controversial.
The Waffentrauger.
Nope.
I can't really read the list. It's too small on my screen.
Too small. It's like a thumbnail on your screen.
The T95.
Nope. GW Tiger. Believe it or not,
Really?
I love. Okay, KB got it, or was it Mr. SPG? Mr. SPG I guess got it. Yes, GW Tiger, the German Artie line. I did love Artie. I still love Artie, but the German line was my favorite Artie line to play, and I had to at least squeeze one in there.
The German Artie line was also my favorite to play, but you know which one my favorite was? The Hummel.
The Hummel?
Yeah, what is it, a tier 5, tier 6?
Sinster's calling me out. Dirty. I still have a warm heart for Artie in this soul. All right, guys. Let's announce our final 3 winners here for the giveaway today. Who is receiving the Ultimate Season Pass award for the Soldiers of Fortune?
How many winners are we choosing here, Mr. Bam?
3 lucky winners.
3 lucky winners? All right, we got them right here for you. Ready? Avia 006.
Ooh, 006.
Baynars. And Ghost Rider 110. Congratulations.
Ghost Rider.
You are our lucky winners for today, and you'll be receiving our new season pass.
Fantastic.
Alrighty, everyone. I believe that about wraps it up for us today. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and thank you very much, Nick, for joining us. It was a blast having you on here.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we could.
Again, I might pull you on here more often.
Nope.
Hopefully we can have you more often, and you can show us some more neat stuff that you're working on.
That was it. I'm out.
For everyone that's on Twitch, we're going to go raid one of our community contributors. For everyone else, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you out on the battlefield. Take care, everyone. Roll out.
See you all in the Soldiers of Fortune season.
Bye-bye.
Wargaming presents a double feature: Mercenaries, Monsters, and Mayhem. Our first feature. Battle is brutal on every soldier. But one breed stands out from the rest. They are Soldiers of Fortune. Soldiers of Fortune. And our next feature. Mysterious creatures lurk in the battlefields. Things beyond the world we know. And things that can't be stopped. Coming this fall. Tanks with supernatural powers. Monsters from beyond our realm. Mayhem. Mayhem everywhere. Halloween returns in Aliens versus Mummies. Are you ready?